Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to today's video where we're going to do a Q&A. It's the second one I've ever done. The first one was a year and a half ago, I believe, and it was when I hit 20,000 subscribers, so there's a few questions that I have already answered. You can watch that first, because I'm going to try and not do too many repeats. Also, I just wanted to thank you, because you guys are so cute. I can't get over it. Most of the time in these questions, you guys just compliment me. I mean, I can't really answer. Thank you. Of course, but there's not a lot for me to say other than that, so thank you very much for being so sweet. I'm incredibly proud of our little community. Big community. Whatever. I'm at a loss for words every time. Thank you so much. Obviously, I'm not going to show all of them because it's just you guys being nice. Trust me though, I read absolutely everything. Every single one. Yeah. Thank you again. Let's, I don't know, reach 1 million subs someday, you know? Let's get into it. Let's kick it off with this one, which is actually related to my first Q&A, oddly enough. I think it's a good question. This comes from SK. I'm curious to know more about your friends like Holly and Pixie. Maybe a story about how you met them. Would be interesting to know. Holly and Pixie were two of the very first people that joined my Discord server that I made and announced in my very first Q&A a year and a half ago. The reason I got to know them is because they quickly became moderators on Discord, so we got to know each other a bit more. That is it. I didn't know them prior to YouTube. I actually got to know them through this very community. And that's the way I would act with every single one of you. I love all of you like that. I might reply to them more in depth and to the stupider questions on the second channel, but to try and keep this a bit more compact, we'll try and do quick answers. Rosie asks, if you had the chance to collab with any creator, Genshin or not, who would it be? Which Genshin character do you think you'd like playing, but ended up not liking as much? And what games other than Genshin would you want to play / interest you? Who would I like to collab with? I don't know, like PewDiePie. I'd like to collab with PewDiePie. I also really like the Underdogs, who are 4 Aussie guys who play a lot of Smash mostly. They're funny. I like watching them a lot as well, so I think it'd be a lot of fun to play with them. And honestly, anyone in the Genshin community, I just don't know how to reach out. I'm kind of shy. I don't want to bother these people. Maybe if someone asks me someday, I'll say yes, but I don't really know how you do a collab with Genshin anyway. If you got any ideas, let me know. I really thought I would love Shenhe, because I love the character, I love the design, and it's just, Shenhe isn't designed to be on the field, which sucks. You know, you hold your E, you press your burst, and that's it, you're done. And I hate that. I wish there was more to her. This is a question I get a bunch, so I will answer it again in the future, but I'll just do a quick reply here. Oh, we're gonna play Nier Automata. I want to play some more Pokemon games. I really want to play Atelier Ryza, I believe is what it's called. Once again, all on live stream, but I have to wait for better internet so we can make videos of it after. Jonathan asks, I'm curious about your francophone side. Which country do you come from? How do you get so good at speaking English? And if there was a French dub in Genshin, would you use it? From one of your Swiss viewers. Hey, shout out to my Swiss viewers. I'm from the Netherlands. I was born in the Netherlands, so that means I'm Dutch. I have lived in France basically my entire life though, so I'm fluent in French as well. Could have the double nationality. I don't have it quite, but if I wanted it, I could get it right now. I got so good at speaking English, it's kind of a cute story. My dad and I got to play RuneScape together when I was like 7 years old, and he wanted to make sure it wasn't too scary because my cousin told me about it, and he was like, yeah, you kill goblins and shit. And I was like, okay, well, that sounds pretty cool. So I wanted to try it, and my dad wanted to see if it wasn't too gore or anything. And it wasn't, plus he also liked the game. So we played it for a while, and he would translate every quest. As we were doing it, I was like, what's this guy saying? And he'd translate it for me. And yeah, just through playing RuneScape, eventually I learned English. I had the worst accent, but I knew how to write it and read it, so that was a start. I would never use the French dub. I could, if there was like a Diluc dub, and he'd be like, Retribution! No. Nah. What else is a good one? What does Shao say again? Shao voice lines. Disappear. Disparaît! That's my Shao impression. That's so bad. Disparaît! Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I would laugh too much. Actually, I'd do it once, but I would definitely not stick with it. I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Arin? Areen? First of all, this is what I meant in the intro. Thank you for the super cute words. I'm gonna start crying. I don't want this. How long will you be doing YouTube for as a content creator in general? Do you have any plans prepared for what's to come? I do. This is super exciting to me. I want to do something. A lot of you want me to do more art. I want to do more art. I want to do something, maybe a weekly show. I thought of something, like it just came out. I don't know what, just like out of nowhere. It's like, Fridays with RednasYo, something like that. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Either way. I want to do a show where I give you guys a theme and we all draw it for the next week, and then we just look at the art together and try and improve together, just as a little thing, and maybe just discuss topics and things we want to do in the future. I think it'd be a really cool thing to do. And yes, obviously heavily inspired of the PewDiePie thing, because I think that was just, for me, that is peak community. I think if you can do something like that and just have it be active for a while, I think that's super exciting. Now, maybe one day we'll do like fan mail. I can't imagine anyone wants to send me mail, but if you do, we could do that as well. Obviously, I'm far from as big as PewDiePie was at the time and is now especially. That is something I'd love to do. And to answer the first question, I plan on doing content creation for the rest of my life. It doesn't really matter in what shape or form, but if you guys stick with me, I will stick with you. And that's just how it feels for me. Obviously, things change in the years, but this is my dream. The only reason it would change is if what I enjoy doing isn't something you guys enjoy watching and I would have to force myself to do it, then it would start declining. But if you guys enjoy variety, we can keep going forever. So yeah, I wanted to keep the answer short. I made it really long. Thank you though, I like this question a lot, and thank you for the kind words again. Adeline asks, what's the biggest struggle as someone who consistently uploading mostly Genshin content, ever planning to try other games? And then super cute message after. Well, the struggle isn't really with uploading Genshin per se, because I always find something to do, although sometimes it does suck when you really have to look for something to do, instead of just you log in and you do whatever you feel like doing and make a video about it. What's rough, and I always use this to explain this to people, and it makes total sense to me. For example, imagine you're Roger Federer, one of the best tennis people in the world ever to have played the game. If he suddenly starts becoming bowling master, you're like, bro, I want to see tennis, not bowling. Bowling, more like boring. You know what I mean? It's not exactly comparable, but you know me for Genshin, so if I suddenly start doing, I don't know, a Animal Crossing KFC Super Dating Simulator playthrough Let's Play, you're gonna be like, yo, this is not what I came for, and I completely get that. So that's the struggle, but it makes sense. Planning on trying new games? Yes, recently I've been trying to do the Minecraft series and I really enjoy doing that, but it takes a lot of time to make those episodes. I'd love to do more Minecraft and more often though. As I said, I would like to do Stardew, I would like to do Pokemon, I'd like to do Minecraft, but all of this is mostly easy on stream and then it will all go on the second channel. Hopefully, eventually you guys like it enough for me to do it on the main channel as well. And otherwise, I'm planning on doing something a little bit like what Stir or Germa did back in the days. You guys might know Germa. He was like main channel YouTuber, and then the game he loved, he didn't really like it as much anymore, so he started streaming and his main channel kind of died, but his second channel, which has stream highlights, is like absolutely booming now. He gets so many views, but his game was Team Fortress. My equivalent of that would be Genshin, so that is an opening I see, but for now I still love Genshin, so there you go. Long answer again. Amber asks, and this this is more of a compliment. I'm gonna blush. Thank you so much for the kind words once again. So the question is, how are you always so humble and down to earth all the time? For me, it comes down to, I want to treat people the way I want them to treat me. And so by behaving the way I do, I kind of hope other people do the same. Other than that, also, there's just no point in being mean, sour, or whatever. You know, it really brings nothing to me and to you either, just in general. Yeah, once again, thank you very much for the kind words as well. This is a cool question by Sumik. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. I want to know your feelings after your very first Genshin video went viral. Now this is, I can't do this in a short one. I'll try. I wake up and usually I used to get like 30 views a video. I made videos for like 5 years before my first video got over 1,000 views, by the way. Either way, I went to sleep and I don't check my comments because I get no comments. So the next morning I wake up and a little bell, you know, on the top right that gives your notifications on YouTube, there's like a 9 and a plus, and I'm like, what? That's crazy, dude. My video got a couple views, got a couple likes. I'm like, hell yeah. So I click it, I check it, and I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of nice comments here. And I click on the video and I see like 4,000 views. Now, for me, going from 30 to 4,000 is absolutely ridiculous, right? So I start kind of like jumping and screaming a little bit. I don't want to do it because it's loud, but I start freaking out a little bit. And I'm like, I text my mom. This is not a joke. I text my mom, I think it's happening. Because I used to go on walks with my mom just as a little, you know, just to catch up. And we talked about making a video on Genshin. I was like, I don't know if I should, you know, I make meme videos, but I can try on Genshin. It's a relatively new game. He's like, why don't you do it? I'm like, yeah, I don't really know why I didn't feel like doing it. I guess I'll do it. So I did it. And it ended up being my first decently watched video. Although this was the second Genshin video. My first one did okay, got like 500 views. But the second one, the memes of Mondstadt, this one really popped off. So I text my mom that, and I refreshed the page after, I don't know, I was like texting for a bit, and it has 9k views. So it went from 4k to 9k in an hour or something. I actually called my mom at that point. I was like, Mom, it's happening. I'm like going viral. I know you're gonna laugh at this because 9k is nowhere near what people get nowadays within an hour. But for me, person that's been doing this 5 years with no result, getting 9k views on a video within a day, I was screaming. And I was like, okay, now is my time to grab this opportunity with everything I have. That's when I started pushing out meme videos for months. I don't know how I had the inspiration to keep new memes in every video, to make those mains videos. It was ridiculous. Anyway, I freaked out. Could have been a short answer, but I wanted to give you a bit of lore, because it was very... It obviously, it probably will stick with me for my entire life, because it has changed my life. Yeah, I'll be eternally grateful for what you guys have done for me. So once why I keep thanking you every end of the question, I don't know, but thank you. May asks, how's the art journey going so far? Do you play any instruments? And then again, being nice. See, you guys always just being nice in all these questions. The art journey has been on hiatus for a little bit. I haven't had a lot of time for it, and also my tablet thingy died. And look, I was working on this thing, and it just looks like a piece of fresh poop. But I really want to work on it more. And if we do that series I was talking about earlier, you know, the Fridays with RednasYo, you know, we can do more art then as well. It'll probably kick back up then, but yeah, I'm sorry, there hasn't been a lot of art recently. Do I play any instruments? No, but I really like to. I almost learned the piano a while ago, but then I got distracted with photography. I don't know, I just always want to try new hobbies, and instrument might be one that I do in the future, so maybe we can learn that together. You know, new series, here we go. Red Noodle asks, do you have any plans for the future, be it grand, ambitious, small scale, related to the journey as a content creator, or just other stuff in life? I think this is a pretty cool question. Also, why did I start art? Once again, I really want to do that show. That's an idea that's definitely in my mind, and I want to develop it eventually. On a bigger scale, I eventually want to, I don't know, get a house. That's such a boring answer. Guys, I want to just get a house. Yeah, I do want to get a house and then make like a really cool content creation room with one wall just being a massive green screen. Obviously, I want to find someone I want to spend my life with, but these are just generic life things that happen eventually. If I have enough money to do it, I'd like to sponsor a few people to try and get them to live off their passion. So for example, if someone here wants to become, I don't know, a dancer, but isn't confident enough or not financially stable enough, I'd be like, okay, you know what? I'll cover all the costs for a few years, everything related to your passion, and obviously I'd love to keep track of them, like, you know, I don't know, make updates, like vlogs with them every now and then and see how it's going. And yeah, see if they can make it with their passion. I don't know, it sounds like a TV show at this point, but it's something that I really want to try. And with the art thing, I often, when I dream or when I sleep, you know, I just get ideas sometimes, and I want to remember them. I actually got into drawing because I wanted to be able to draw what I dreamed or thought of, because you can write it down, but it'll never be the same as what you pictured it as. You know what I mean? This might be crazy. Maybe I'm just nuts. But yeah, I wanted to learn how to draw so that I could put into picture literally what I thought of to never forget it. Kind of the same as why I'm logging my videos, essentially. Nimisha asks, I don't know if it's your first or second name, I'm sorry, but I'll say Nimisha Sharma. Do you feel drained or tired sometimes from content creation? No, I don't really. I mean, I did with the main series because that was just a grind, and at the end, it really wasn't out of passion anymore. It was more like, this is doing well, I should do this, and commentary was just so much more fun that I gave up on the main series, so there you have your answer as well. No, I don't plan on doing much more main series in the near future, maybe in the far future. Other than that, nope, not at all. Nanami asks, first of all, is being very kind, and then, do you edit and manage all these things by yourself? If yes, did you do anything yourself, or did you go into school for it? I butchered the question, but you got it still. I do everything myself. I edit, I record, I upload, I make thumbnails, and, you know, everything that's related to it. I don't know if it's that crazy. I do feel like people that make multiple videos in a week probably have some staff that works on that, and I would like to spend more time on editing some videos because I know I can make them better. For example, that Candace video that I uploaded recently is something I'm very proud of. I think I could have made it even better, but I had more time to make it, and I can tell the difference, and even people in the comments within the first hour were like, wow, this is really well edited. I'm like, yeah, I know, I had more time. I'm self-taught 100% for editing. I've never went to school for it. I watched a couple YouTube tutorials, and then the rest of it is just fiddling around with all the settings, and it's a lot of fun, actually. It's just like a big sandbox. That's how I saw it, and have been making garbage videos for a while, but once again, training just makes you better at it. So even if you make garbage for the first 5 years, eventually you can make some good things. And thank you for commenting despite being scared. There's really no need to be scared, I promise you. Venom asks, I want to know how you've been doing these days, and if you're still having fun what you're doing. Once again, someone just being super cute at the end. Thank you. I'm doing good. If I want to do 2 videos a week, I think I would need to hire someone that can edit for me, but I think finding someone that edits with the same style as you is extremely difficult, and Having that like personal flair slash attention to it really adds a lot to a video. All that correlates to just like being a bit more tired because spending a lot of time working on videos and such. I absolutely love what I'm doing still. Recording this is very fun. I'm not looking forward to editing it because this is something I don't edit very often, but I still really like doing YouTube and, you know, getting all these comments from you guys and all this. That's why streaming is just easier. You don't have to do a lot of post-prod. It's just everything is live. That's the content. That's it. I just sit there and I react to things and yep. I might ask, so would you ever think of streaming more? Stream energy is so fun. I would absolutely love to stream more, but once again, ties into bad internet, and it's gonna happen eventually. Make sure you stay tuned on YouTube, and you can, for now I stream on Twitch because I'm not worried about streaming in garbage quality, so that's what I'm doing there. Eventually, if I get better internet, I might move to YouTube. Tiffany asks, who are some of your favorite YouTubers to watch? Once again, being super nice. Thank you very much. I love it too. I'm recognizing a lot of people that I see in the comments often, and it makes me super happy. I really like watching The Underdogs, which is a channel that also has like pretty good rewatchability. They're just friends hanging out. I kind of get why you guys want to watch me doing that as well. I don't think I really watch a lot of personalities other than that on YouTube. I like watching PewDiePie still every now and then, but I'm not really that big into consuming YouTube content. I do watch esports a lot and normal sports. That's more what I'm into. Other than that, I don't really know. I don't watch that many YouTube people. If you got any recommendations though, do let me know. Mia asks, will you ever share your playlist publicly? I might. I don't know. I've been working on it, but it's so time consuming, it's not really my priority, I'll be honest. And this is so cool. I love your Gaston from Oblivion series. Will you consider doing a gameplay in French or with the accents again one day? I would absolutely love to. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these episodes, but this is what I was doing before I got any views. I was making these Oblivion videos where I was kind of role-playing as this French ex-king that became a tramp. I was literally role-playing. He was like some blade master and he had to prove his worth again to become king. Now, I don't know if there's an ending where you become king in Oblivion, but I was going with the flow. And I was like doing accents and stuff. If you want to watch the playlist, I'll link it in the description so you can go watch that. It's old content, but I was really proud of how I edited that at the time, and I think it's still good. I'd love to make another episode, yeah. Mattia asks, do you think you could open a art account on Instagram? Non-Twitter user, so I'd love to see your works. I totally understand this, and you can go follow me on Instagram. It's at RednasYo as well. I just don't use it yet because I do not know how to operate the app. I don't know what you guys want to see on there. I'm scared of posting something. I'm like, oh no, here we go, guys. I post something on Instagram. What are they gonna say? So I don't really know, but you can follow me there, and maybe in the future, soon, I'll post something. Neck asks, well, first of all, is being very nice, so thank you for that as well. My question is, do you plan on reaching out to more games like Slime Rancher, Pokemon Scarlet or Violet, and start the Minecraft series again? The Minecraft series is still going. I just don't upload it very often, but it's still, that series is gonna live forever. So yes, absolutely. Other than that, I'd love to play Pokemon if you guys want to see that. And Slime Rancher is something I'd maybe do on stream. I don't think I'd make a video on that though. Oh, I'm dying to see Slime Rancher content. I could play it on stream. I played through it before. The first one, I think there's a new one, but yeah, we can do it on stream, sure. Lena asks, I'd love to hear about your goals for the stream. Once you have better Wi-Fi, how much would you love to stream? Set schedule, every day, every other day? I don't really know yet. It kind of depends. I want to try and do a stream week as soon as I get better internet and just stream every day of that week, see how I feel at the end. I also need to find time to still make videos, and I know I definitely need at least one break day for that. So it kind of depends on a lot of things. I think it'll be trial and error, but I definitely plan on streaming at least 2 days a week when I do get better internet, and if you guys want to see more, I can always add more, but yeah, trial and error for sure. This kind of ties into the previous question as well. Omniman asks, do you plan to stream a wider range of other games that you like? Yes, definitely. Once again, and while you stream on YouTube, I will try YouTube as soon as I get better internet, and on stream especially, I will try a variety for sure. On YouTube, it's still scary because the algorithm, but I know the stream is mostly people that wouldn't mind watching anything, so there's your answer. I think I answered this before, but Anneli, I believe, is it your name backwards as well? You're Juliana. Yo, we got the same, you know, we got the same like little vibe in the username. Great. Again, I've answered this before, I think, but yes, I do plan on doing this for a very long time, as long as you guys stick with me, so it's not on me, it's on you guys. I'm just saying, no pressure. Oh, and thank you for the kind words as well. Mimi, or Mimie, I believe, says, hey, I'm a new subscriber, so first of all, welcome. I hope you've been welcomed nicely. Guys, where's the likes? Give likes. Welcome the new viewer. Hello? Thank you for the very kind words, first of all. And as you say, anyways, here's the question. Have you experienced any burnout, whether it's editing or playing Genshin, and how did you handle it? With the main series, I really got tired of it. The way I handled it was just I stopped. The thing is, especially with burnouts about passions, I find it kind of ridiculous that it can happen, but if you get a burnout from the thing that you're passionate about, you should just take a break. That's the only fix to it. You're doing it too much. And maybe limit yourself to not doing it as often to keep it exciting. That's kind of like, you know, this Pokemon pack. If I were to open all these Pokemon packs in one time, I would probably get very bored of it. But since I do one every video I make, I forgot this video, but it stays interesting. So I think that's the one thing. You just need to not overdo something and take a long break if you do get a burnout, and maybe just move on, because you don't have to play Genshin. It's a passion after all. Croco Robin asks, have you ever thought of doing a Stardew Valley playthrough? I feel like it would be around your alley. Is that a rhyme? Stardew Valley alley? Alright, I like it. Yeah, I'd love to play Stardew. I actually do it on stream every now and then. But I'd probably start a new world soon. I have an idea as well. I want to stream it for Halloween, but we have to see that as well. Once again, there's so many things I want to do on stream, but just the internet is blocking me super hard. So that's another thing. If my internet stays this bad, I'm gonna have to move next year. So that kind of ties into that question from earlier. That's gonna be a big thing that's gonna be happening. Credit card number? Let me get that for you. 6521-700-8259-7278. Code in the back, 691. There you go. Enjoy. Cody asks, face reveal? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Maybe someday. If you guys get me to 1 million subscribers, I'll do a face reveal for sure. And if we get something crazy in the meantime, I'll do it too. Sure. I don't really know. I don't think it'll add much to it now, and I'm kind of shy, so. Are you ever gonna start a TikTok account? Someone actually stole my handle on TikTok, and I can't get it back. That's not me, by the way. The person that took my profile picture and my name, that's not me. I don't know. I don't have TikTok yet. I've never been on TikTok. I kind of feel like I don't want to feed to all these people's addictions, but people say it's good for your, you know, your brand. I don't know. You guys let me know. If you want a TikTok, I'll make one, but if it was my decision, I probably wouldn't. It's just like a shorts account on YouTube. I'm considering it, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Variously asks, setup reveal? You don't want to see this. You guys might think I have like the super gamer setup. I have the classic, like, I have the classic desk chair, cheap desk, and then PC on table. I don't know. Maybe one day if I stream with a face cam, I'll make it more enticing to look at, but for now, you guys don't see this anyway, so it's just a wooden table and a chair. Vishk asks, a word for your French followers. Merci, je vous aime. Now let's move on to some Twitter questions. That was all on the YouTube post, and there's a ton more still. Once again, in the future, might answer them, and if not, then either on stream or a video on the second channel. Tamachi-san asks, hey buddy, cereals first or milk first? Before you scream, yes, I use light mode on Twitter. Deal with it. Are you French, buddy? I feel kinda alone, not gonna lie. And then super kind words in French as well. I don't eat a lot of cereal, but I usually pour the milk in my mouth first, and then I put a little bit of cereal in. I don't know what you guys do, but yeah. Je suis désolé, je suis pas français, mais j'habite en France depuis que j'ai 4 ans, donc en soi, j'aurais pu avoir la double nationalité. On est amis. Et merci pour le message super gentil. Shu asks if I have a default template I use for editing my videos, and I have no idea what that means. I apologize. I always start with a blank slate, because if there's a template, then it's just going to be the same thing every time. So, no. When are you gonna start playing Valorant? Better internet. Days asks, will you make a video in French when Fontaine comes out? I've considered doing an intro in French and then subtitling the entire thing. I don't know about a full video though, that is a lot. But yeah, I could do an intro in French. Below Starlight asks, hello, is there going to be a 2022 recap like last year? Yeah, I think we can do a best of 2022. So if you guys have favorite moments that you remember from a video, let me know. But if you have favorite moments, send them to me and I will make a best of 2022. Hashi asks, do you eat food? And can I suggest the game Omori? It's such a great game. No, I actually don't eat food. Omori is actually a game that I plan on playing as well. Once again, on stream with better internet. Boring answer, you're getting used to it. I'm getting tired of bad internet too, trust me. As he asks, if you were to play any sort of RPG styled game besides Genshin, Honkai, or TUF, what would it be? Now, what's crazy to me is that Omori is in the answers here. I didn't know that was an RPG. I don't think it is, right? Or am I crazy? Either way, I'd love to play Atelier Ryza and Nier Automata are 2 games that are on my list, and I definitely want to play them when I have better internet. Daisy asks, what's your favorite type of frog? Very important. The ones that hop. I like those. Yeah, they're pretty cute. Viel asks, and I like this question a lot, if you weren't playing Genshin, what would your other main game be? I honestly do not even know for sure. I think it would be Minecraft. And if it wasn't Minecraft, I probably would do variety. I would just do something new every video. Whatever I feel like doing. You know, Overwatch, then Valorant, Stardew, then Minecraft, then Genshin video, cycling vlog. I don't know. But something like that. Simone asks, what was your dream job when you were a kid, and how is it different now that you're older? I was, and kind of still am, super lazy. So basically back then, I wanted to do something that required minimal effort already. I wasn't someone that was like, I want to be an astronaut or something. You know what? I wanted to be a top model, which I mean, I kind of still am, but I do videos on the side as well. I don't really know. I didn't really have something I really wanted to do, and that's kind of also why I became a translator, is because I was doing uni, right? But I didn't know what to pick. So what's the point of studying if I'm not sure what I want to do? And I ended up doing this now, which is just the creative side of things, and I absolutely love it. So that's what it comes down to. I didn't know what to do and took a year off, did YouTube as a hobby on the side, started translating as a job, and YouTube popped off. It's what I love doing now. There's that. If I couldn't do YouTube now, I'd probably do photography, I think. This guy asks, will your Ganyu ever see the light of day again? Gon who? Gino. I'm not saying Gino crop top. I'm not saying Gino crop top. Gino asks, what's your favorite Pokemon now versus when you were younger? Do you think you'll play any Pokemon games for the channel or stream? Once again, yes, on YouTube I could do it actually, but better internet, I would definitely stream it. My favorite Pokemon now is Conkeldurr, and my favorite Pokemon back then was Azumarill. Wait, what is it? Azurill? The tiniest one. It's either Azurill or Azumarill, I believe. Yeah. Mia asks, do you think water has a flavor? And if you could travel to any year in a time machine, where would it be? Which is a great question to end it on, I think. Water itself doesn't have a flavor, but you know, the minerals and the chlorine or whatever you call it, that's in it do. So no, water itself probably doesn't have a flavor. And to finish it, what a beautiful question. If I could travel anywhere in what year I wanted, I'd travel to this instant right now, because I'm absolutely loving everything we get to do together. And you guys make my day. I need to not start sobbing. I absolutely love everything I get to do. I love the interactions we have. I love seeing that you guys also have great days because of this. And I couldn't have wished for anything better. I think that's everything. If I missed any questions, feel free to ask them in this comment section and I'll reply to them with typing instead if I missed something that's interesting. Don't ask me what my favorite strawberry is or something like that, you know, I don't know any strawberry variants. It's not a real question. You get what I mean though. Okay, on that emo note, thank you so much for everything, and I'll see you again in a while when you have more questions about me. I can't believe I didn't spend too much time answering the topic about where I'm from. Okay. All that to say, thank you so much for everything, lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.